Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Top 5 Movies. And today we're doing a very interesting one. He's got a lot of movies, and he's probably considered one of the best comedians, I would say. I think most people probably throw his name out there. Maybe the old heads, I don't know. But it is Robin Williams. He has an amazing catalog. I mean, I don't know about amazing. That's probably kind of a strong word. But I do think he has a ton of movies that we can pick and choose from. And there's definitely that I think are going to bring people to comment on here saying that this should have been in their top 5. So guess what? I already know there's going to be one that's going to be very controversial. And I'm kind of interested in hearing your guys' top 5 or what movies should have been in this top 5. So let's go ahead and get this freaking thing started. At number 5, we have Jumanji. This is not really a personal favorite of mine. Growing up, I feel like I watched this movie all the time and I liked it. As I got older, I don't know, for some reason I grew apart from it, but I mean, it's still good. I'm not trying to say it's not, but I do think it was kind of a hard one to leave out of the top 5. I feel like Robin Williams, one of the first thoughts, you got to think of Jumanji, right? I feel like I couldn't go against that sort of thing. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like one of those things when, like, I don't know, depending on whatever actor there's just those couple of movies that at least one of them has to be in the top 5. The first few movies said, and I think Jumanji probably is going to be one of those first movies said. So that is why it's in the top 5, but it's also not a personal favorite. At number 4, this is where it gets kind of controversial, where I think you guys are going to be like, what the heck is this? And it is 1 Hour Photo. This movie was very under the radar, I believe, in Robin Williams' movie catalog. I think that it was, in general, just a very underrated movie because I thought it was really good. If you have not seen it, I would recommend this a watch. It's definitely not a comedy movie, so... and this isn't top 5 comedy movies list. Yes, they have all been comedians, but it's kind of a list that, hey, these are his top 5 movies to me, and take it or leave it. And throw your personal opinions at it and see what you believe should be in the top 5. That's what this is. So this one is, like I said, it is a good movie. It's under the radar. I would watch it again. It was, I mean, in my personal checkbox, it's like, I kind of like it because of how unpopular it is. If you haven't seen it, watch it and tell me what you think about it. At number 3, we have Dead Poets Society. This is a classic one. I think it's a really good one, obviously. I mean, if I'm putting it in my top 5, I think it's good. So I don't really even need to say that. But I think the first time I watched this was either in like junior high English or high school English class or something. I don't know why, who showed it. Maybe they just showed like a snippet. I don't remember. And then I ended up going and watching. I really liked the movie. So if you haven't seen that, 100% check it out. People might think this is kind of low. I don't know. I don't think so compared to these next 2 movies. At number 2, we have Good Will Hunting. And it's not super dark like 1 Hour Photo. But I mean, 1 Hour Photo is not super dark. But this is and it's probably, I don't know, try under a drama or something like that. So definitely check this out if you have not seen it. If you haven't, then you probably don't even know anything about this list then if you haven't seen Good Will Hunting. So most people would probably put this at their number 1, but not for me. Speaking of number 1, we have Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah, when I think of Robin Williams, I literally think of a couple different movies, and 2 of these movies have already been mentioned, which was Jumanji, and then now Mrs. Doubtfire. I think it's his best movie from a comedic standpoint for sure. Good story from start to finish, emotional, whatever you want to call it, brings in all the emotions. And if you haven't seen this, well, then you 100% don't know anything about this list, so you don't really get an opinion then. If you don't have Mrs. Doubtfire at least in your top 3, that would be crazy. So this is my list. I can name some other movies. I could talk some other movies. I want to hear your guys' movies that you believe that should be in the top 5. I know there's like going to be at least 2 or 3 that I could have easily put in here. But I kind of went with not even kind of. I went with the Dark Horse one to kind of throw in there. And I believe 4 of these 5 should legitimately be in here. Like, this is a top 5 list. It's not a top 10 list. Things would probably be a little different, but these are my personal top 5s. Give us your opinion. Go ahead, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't already, comment us your opinions. We want to hear them, and we'll see you guys on next week's video. See ya.